So, thanks to the flooding of the elevator shaft, we've now made it onto the roof of the jail. Of course, there are a bunch of guys here, but more importantly is a computer that we can use to get security clearance to be able to use the elevator. The normal elevator, not the one that's flooded. I wouldn't want to use that one.
They probably shouldn't have flooded, like, literally all the way up to the top of the jail.
I feel like, at a certain point you get desperate enough to solve the problem that you just kind of throw anything at the wall. I mean, her body count is pretty high at this point.
Yeah. I mean, they were really trying to throw Tekken's Nina Williams at the wall and kill her, but it didn't work.
Now we can keep in contact. Hey.
Man, just as we lost our other radio contact, we got another great one. We could talk to Lukas more.
Oh, great. What does he have to say? Which Dragon Age is the best?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lukas feels like a real, Otacon kind of guy, where he's just gonna call up and he's gonna be like, man, I've been checking out Naruto on my phone. This guy's crazy. Anyways, the environmental storytelling on these elevators are very funny to me.
So at what point does Lukas piss himself?
Look, hold your horses.
Yeah, he's not a weeb, though. Lukas is like, this is like something out of one of my French animes.
Yeah, he's a big Franime guy.
Yeah?
This is just like galactic football.
Loves Tintin. Oh no, Lukas.
Anyways, yeah, we dropped the grenades because they're bad for the shotgun, which is cool. I have to be very careful around the helicopter. A lot of guards around here. Oh well. Guess we gotta kill them. It's weird because they have a lot of spaces where they kind of pretend that you can stealth, but you really can't. Also, we have just bought maybe one of the most important moves, which is the tactical kick. Now, when you're doing a dodge, you can also kick out of it.
Yeah, it seemed like it did a lot of damage.
Yeah, and it's just it's good because, again, you're getting out of the way, plus you're able to do damage, and it kind of staggers an enemy. We also bought one where now, so we got all the ones for throws. We now got all the ones for kicks. So also if we jump over a guy's head, we can also kick them in the back of the head while we're going by.
Damn, disrespect.
Again, really great moves that feel like they should have been part of your, repertoire earlier.
I love, a tactical military helicopter with accents of pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
You gotta accessorize.
Exactly.
The military-industrial complex also supports finding research for breast cancer,
That's right, yeah.
Man, I'm thinking about how I got a copy of Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness for the Dreamcast. And on the back of the manual is just Miss Pac-Man supports the research into breast cancer.
Wow.
That's so cool. That's why she has the bow in her hair. It's the one for the breast cancer.
Yeah. Who knew Miss Pac-Man was such a philanthropist?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I really like this memo that we pick up because it's basically just a guy talking about all the things that he's touched here so that you can get his full fingerprint.
I had to make one of those when I got COVID.
But he's just I had to help the helicopter down, so I used my signal baton, and then I used the toolbox to be able to get it. Now I lost my emblem. It must be in the roof passage. He's just going over all the places that he left stuff.
Yeah, I like how after reading that note, you're still I don't know what the fuck this is.
Well, yeah, we only have two-thirds of the thing. We can't prove that that's Mario's fingerprint.
Listen, they say it in crime, it's always the one you most suspect.
It's true.
Exactly.
If you ever suspect someone, it's them. You don't have to do a second, search. You don't have to do any evidence collecting. Just kind of, go off of vibes.
That's why detective games are so easy.
Right? Yeah. That's why, that's always the thing about Phoenix Wright, is, he proved that, you can't just immediately do that.
Yeah.
Right. Even though it's not true. That's why it's fiction.
Yeah, that's why the first case in Phoenix Wright is all about how Maya Fey killed her sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why that clown is burning in hell now.
Yeah. That's for a lot of reasons, but...
that's why that clue speedrun is 3 seconds long. You just fucking accuse someone. They did it.
Yeah. It's you, fucker. Because that's what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable Tekken force. Anyways, there were like 3 of those guys that just run in on you as soon as you go down this pathway, so I thought it better just to shoot them.
All of them frog splashing at the same time.
Yeah,
It's very cool.
I gotta say, I did not expect the guys doing stupid luchador moves on you to be the guys that also take like 4 shotgun blasts.
Yeah, they're just well armored. Okay, now this will be the final piece that we need to know whether or not this is Mario's fingerprint. Mystery solved, everyone.
Well. We meet again.
I always had faith in you, Mario.
See, this is just actually set up mechanically for a detective game in the Tekken universe. I don't know who could possibly, but, you know, I feel like someone could be like a PI.
I feel like Carlos gives off PI vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like, he looks like he hasn't showered in a while.
Right? He looks like a mess. I guess that's like, you know, I guess you got to think about what it really takes to be a PI, and it's like, you've got to look as unthreatening as possible. You have to be very eccentric.
Damn. Boskanovich, it's all up to you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing it again. But here's a searchlight section. If you crawl through and the searchlight hits you, they'll start shooting at you. If they hit you, you fall, and a bunch of guys spawn that you have to kill, and you have to do this again.
Oh.
I have decided to skip that.
This is like doing a Crash Bandicoot LP, but you don't show off all the death animations.
If only there was a death animation in this game. Maybe then I could show it all.
Yeah, Nina Williams gets sliced in half, and then her angel, like, flies out.
Man, that'd be cool.
Nina Williams' suit gets, like, chopped off, and she's wearing, like, the heart boxers underneath.
Wow.
So, enemies never drop ammo, right?
No, only weapons. There is no ammo. You just can either collect 2 of a melee weapon, or you can just collect another gun. Some guns you can dual wield, though.
Okay.
So you can collect those.
Can you somehow zoom in on, like, the mouse pads? Because all of them look like they are...
Meet me at the elevator.
like some sort of, like, weird Tekken idol in some kind of sense.
I can zoom in on the mouse pads, but the mouse pads are all textures of Tekken characters.
Yeah.
Oh, just like mine.
Yeah, exactly.
I think fighting games just exist in universes in which no celebrities exist beyond people that just fight in the street.
Okay,
Right.
I mean, that's...
there was
hey.
a guy who could throw fireballs. Don't you think, like, he would be all over, like, middle school, like, Trapper Keepers?
I guess so.
It would be all I would think about.
If there was a family in this world where the father and the son continually threw each other into a volcano, I would be into that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Leonardo DiCaprio can do fireballs. That's what he did to, like, that bear in that movie, right?
I think so, and that was a documentary, so...
Yeah. Like, that really happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's respected as an artist.
Right, that's why they gave him the Oscar.
Yeah. Yeah, they finally were like, oh, okay, well, you know.
Well, now that you've proven that you can throw fireballs, we're too scared to not give you an Oscar.
So, the thing was, they were gonna give the Oscar to whoever won, so, like, they were fully prepared to give it to the bear, but, you know,
Right.
Leo,
Yeah,
he came out on top, he showed everybody he can throw a fireball.
I think that's beautiful. So, yeah, we're just gonna collect some stuff out of the lockers. The big thing here really is the large meal kits. Those are always really good because they're basically like a full health recovery. But also we picked up a Magnum, which we had to throw away before because I was too busy really wanting to show off the machine gun suitcase, which now I can leave. I don't have to pick that one up anymore. I can leave that one in the locker. I feel bad because it also, like, it feels like it could also be, like, double as a lunchbox, right? Like, I feel like I'm stealing too much from one of these soldiers.
Oh yeah, you could put a big meal kit inside the suitcase machine gun.
Yeah.
And then it accidentally starts, like, shooting your meal, like the breakfast machine from Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it'd be really bad because you throw it, and then, like, your meal kit pops out, and also starts getting bullets through it, and all of your gruel starts falling out.
It's like, no, my off-brand calorie mates.
But as you can see, a lot of searchlights in this area. Any of them will just, like, spawn a bunch of enemies. They're really annoying more than they are, like, a true obstacle, but of course we're gonna dodge them because we're Tekken's Nina Williams. I mean, once we kill these guys, there's no reason to fight them near the searchlights.
Oh my god, except that guy just... It's like, I'm here now too.
Yeah, he just got a 2-hit combo on us, and for that he dies.
Oh god, these things move kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know if they're necessarily random, but the patterns are very long, if nothing else.
Oh my god! There wasn't even a searchlight!
No, these two guys just, like, sandwiched you on this one. I really love watching the big green guys do their attacks, though. It's a shame that they don't show up more frequently, because they've got the most moves, I think.
They clearly are just having fun with it. They know they're fucked anyway. Might as well try and see if they can dropkick you somehow.
Exactly. Anyways, that one guy was guarding a coin, so...
I do gotta say, though, man, will I be glad to get out of this prison.
Yeah, I'm sick of it.
I hope we go back on the cruise ship.
It turned out that cruise ship wasn't on fire, so it's probably fine. Yeah, so a searchlight just pops up, and you just sit under here to make it go away. But there's the sniper who walks back and forth, and if he sees you at the bottom of the ladder, he'll shoot at you, and the searchlight starts up again. So he's got to wait for him to turn around. And then we climb up very sneakily.
Well, you don't want him to hear you.
Yeah. He
Shot you in the gut. Jesus.
and the neck there. Alright, anyways, now we got him. I should have been a little faster. I was hoping to, like, sneak up on him and get, like, a cool katana kill on him, but no luck. And we picked up a sniper rifle, so you know what that means.
I forgot about this mechanic.
That's right. It's time for another sniper mission.
Have we done this since, like, that early episode, like episode 2 or 3?
Yeah, like with the helicopter, I think.
So there was the original one where we had to save, John. No, not John. John's the other one. But we had to save the MI6 guy, right, on the cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've had to snipe since then, so this is just welcome back. And don't worry, with this one is just we have to get rid of all of the watchtowers. Anyways, I spent the first bit of this, like, not zooming in, just, like, kind of concerned of, like, oh, I gotta make sure I can keep track of everything. But I'm at the point where I was like, fuck it, we gotta get headshots. These guys are not that big of a deal, and the sensor is, like, good enough at letting you know where guys are vaguely that you don't need to worry about, like, oh, is one of them, you know, in the top part of the watchtower or in this middle section? Because if they're not in the middle section, they're in the top. You can just find them.
It'd be funny if, like, Lukas was just, like, randomly running around this part, like, oh, help me!
Yeah, and you have to not shoot him.
Not really running, just, like, sauntering around.
Well, like, he takes turns. He'll, like, do, like, a dead sprint, and then he'll just, like, casually, like, walk in around a corner.
Right. Yeah, like with a coffee or something. If you shoot it out, you get bonus points. So the cool thing about each of these sections also that I'm cutting out is that each of them has a loading screen between them that's like 15 seconds long. That's the power of the PlayStation 2.
Just like the stupid song keep playing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no, it's just loading all of the stuff, but the music's still playing, everything else is still going. It's just loading in 15 new guys for you to headshot.
Well, I mean, like, they have to get all these new assets, like the tower that looks like the other tower, like the guy.
Right, the new searchlights. I think the case is that if the searchlights are on, the danger meter starts going faster, so like they can shoot you faster. But that's why you want to shoot them out first. Also, there are some guys on the ground for this one. As you can see, great cover against us.
I think that guy had a mustache.
That's what blocked the bullet from killing him, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he caught it in his mustache.
He should have had one on his shoulder, I guess.
Yeah.
So, sorry to get back, but I love songs like this. I love songs like this because this was like the fucking intro to like every show in the 2000s.
Yeah, not only does it feel like every show, but it's also just every like B-budget spy thriller video game, right? Like this feels like it's like maybe almost a little too good for spy fiction, but like right in that same era.
It's like if like you had to like make a copy of like the Kill Bill song.
Right. And what I like about it too is because it has to loop for 5 minutes, it can't escalate at any point, so it's just kind of looping through the same like 45 seconds of music.
Well, luckily for the gameplay, it doesn't seem to be escalating either, so...
That's fair. Well, more guys are showing up, and that's what makes it harder, is that there are more guys.
Mm-hmm. Much the same can be said about life.
It's true. Like, the more guys you have to deal with in life, it's bad news.
Yeah, I think they should make less guys.
Yeah. The problem is that we've spent so much of the time on the internet making up guys. There are too many of them now. I will say also the reason you break out the searchlights is because you can't fucking see anything when you look into them.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if that was like the primary reason why you had those, because you also get kind of blinded anytime you switch in or out.
Yeah, and there were like three guys hiding behind that one searchlight, so...
They're like, oh shit, she's sniping at us, slightly annoy her.
Yeah, they start doing like a flashlight or like one of those like laser pointers.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I will say, because I do so many headshots, it doesn't really get noticed, but like shooting that guy in the leg and having him die by like kicking himself out is like very fun. They're like little pieces that like can make this more entertaining, but mostly you're just kind of doing the same thing. So,
Yeah.
But thankfully, as you know, there can only be as many watchtowers as there are cardinal directions. And we're now 3 down there.
That's true, like, every prison tower's like its own heavenly king.
Yeah, exactly, right? You gotta have 4 generals. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, clearly this prison was made a long time ago, but also it's like, also just made out of parts, right? Like, they have those houses now, they're just like cookie cutter, right? Like, you basically just like ship in walls that already have everything built onto them, and they make the house out of that.
Oh, yeah. Or like an old-timey house you buy from the Sears catalog.
Yeah, they would have just like airdropped these watchtowers in and just placed them in.
Like the prison architect literally did like a copy-paste on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it comes pre-installed with a Farrah Fawcett poster.
Yeah.
I guess you're just constantly in danger now.
Right, so if there's a rocket guy, once he gets your in your sights, you have to kill him or he'll just keep shooting rockets at you as soon as you pop out. And you can sort of dodge them by going into cover, but they do like still some amount of damage.
If I knew where she was and I had a rocket launcher, I would just keep firing the rocket launcher.
Well, rockets are expensive, and as you know, like Heihachi's he's very frugal, right?
Yeah.
Waste a rocket, he'll throw you in a volcano.
Hey, do you think we've killed Mario?
That's a great question. Yes, probably yes at this point.
I mean, we wouldn't We can go around and check all of the sniper rifles, like all like 80 of them at this point, but we wouldn't know which one because he's probably touched all of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we didn't get to that part of his diary where he talked about just like, oh yeah, I had to check to make sure all the guns had bullets in them.
Yeah, he's the one who has to keep doing all of the, like, ammo checks on the sniper rifle.
Had an extra long break today, went and fondled all of the sniper rifles.
Thanks, Marios.
Made sure to touch all the doorknobs in the prison.
I only licked my hand before doing it 2 times.
Alright, it's vacation time. Time to start touching all of America's nuclear missiles.
That's right. So, thanks to killing all the people in the watchtower, we can now climb this wire to the watchtower.
Well, there's no better way. Like, this is how everybody has to do it.
Right. And what's great about this is also it's a power cable, so it was off before. Which is how we could get over, but now it's on, so hope you didn't leave anything over there either. See, now there's power to the elevator for the watchtower. Before we go, though, we can go check out what else was up here on the search tower. The equipment that the other guys had, just in case something exactly like what just happened. That's right, they keep grenades up here that they're gonna throw at you, like 800 feet.
Well, I mean, that's why they didn't throw them at you. It's because they would never have reached.
I guess you're right.
Those are for emergencies or for fun party tricks.
They had to put them somewhere where Mario wouldn't touch them.
Listen, what's a safer distance to throw a grenade from? 800 feet or 5 feet? I think you know the answer.
I guess maybe the idea is that, like, if you got to the watchtower early, they could, like, drop them on you while you're walking up the ladder, though that does sound very dangerous, so...
No, I think it's more for if they see, like, prisoners escaping, you throw them down.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, they use it to go fishing, and they have to, like, climb all the way down from the tower to pick them up.
I don't think it's actually supposed to hit the prisoners. I think it's more like whenever you squirt a dog with water. It's like, hey, no,
right,
stop
it's like
that.
a threat, right.
Just a little bit of shrapnel.
So you have the grenade blow up just before it gets there, yeah. So, as you can see, this was actually an elevator that leads us back to where we were before, in the prison. You know, this is where Enrique was for the fight. This is where we had to go through the metal detector. All your favorite moments of the video game.
Where the railgun was.
That's right, this is also where the railgun was. Also, you can see that some of these bastards have the, like, electric tonfas, the stun tonfas, I guess, stun batons, and they work on you just as well as they work on the enemies. And we can't pick one up. We got too many weapons. Anyways, we kick that guy back out through the door, so he has to walk through again. You can technically keep doing that over and over with certain openings. If they have to go through it and there's no, like, loading screen between them, you can just make them walk through the door forever, just kicking them. Which I guess also feels in line with previous commentary. It's kind of a Hanna-Barbera bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, keeps getting thrown out the window and having to come in through the door.
Yeah, exactly. You drop the marbles in front of him and he trips backwards and he just keeps doing that, taking a little bit of damage each time.
Hurry, or they'll beat us to it.
That did require 2 loading screens, yes.
That cutscene reminded me of, like, a Goosebumps game. Just, the walking camera.
Yeah.
Or like the sort of scene that you get when you're just running from a place to another place in, like, a time crisis, right? Or like a House of the Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, here's the elevator that we could get back to get to Mario's tracker
house.
If we needed to, but otherwise, we're taking it to the bottom floor. We're taking it to the basement.
Oh, I thought he wasn't wearing shoes at first.
Yeah, Enrique is the barefoot guy for life.
As for the girl,
He's like, oh, this will heal me of my broken bones. The natural energies of the dirt.
it was an accident. An accident. Don't worry about it.
He's so cool.
People love just throwing stuff away in this game.
Yeah. They're very wasteful. This was before ecological disaster was on the forefront of everyone's minds.
Well, in the Tekken universe, they haven't invented recycling yet.
That's right. They have invented creepypasta monsters underneath the jail, though.
I was playing Tekken's Nina Williams, and it was hyper-realistic.
Do not play Death by Degrees at 3 a.m.